but you can go right to that 3 when that happens. And you're going to see that happen more frequently than you think. On this next one, you should think FOIL. Binomial times a binomial. So first times first. 7 times 7 is 49. Outer times outer is a minus 7 square root 13. Inner times inner is positive 7 square root 13. And last times last is a minus square root 169. My positive 7 square root 13 and minus 7 square root 13 are going to cancel each other out. The square root of 169 is just 13. So 49 minus 13 is 36. This particular problem is a really important concept to what we're going to cover with division. These binomials are called conjugates of each other. And that word won't be important today, but it will be important on Thursday. Okay? These are called conjugates of each other. And anytime you multiply a binomial by its conjugate, anytime you multiply a binomial by its conjugate, the outer and inner parts will cancel. Every single time. So what does it look like? Conjugates are the same first term, the same last term, but then opposite sign. Doesn't matter if the minus comes first or the plus comes first. Okay? So anytime you multiply an expression by its conjugate, the outers and inners will cancel. It will also eliminate radicals. It will also eliminate imaginary numbers, which we'll talk about at some point to this goal. Okay? So the concept of multiplying something by its conjugate is going to be really important on Thursday. Okay, so that's what a conjugate looks like. And if you recognize conjugates, you don't really have to FOIL it. You can just do the first times the first and the last times the last. Okay? Okay, in our next question, we're going to FOIL. These are not conjugates. So I'm going to take first times first is 6 on the outside, 6 on the inside. Outer times outer, plus 2 on the outside, 9 on the inside. Inner times inner, plus 3 on the outside, 10 on the inside. And last times last, nothing on the outside, 15 on the inside. All 4 terms are different, so I can't add them, at least at this point. I do have one term that can be simplified. My 2 square root 9, square root of 9 is 3, times my 2 is 6. That doesn't allow me to add anything. So I have just a really long answer. So all of that is my answer. I can go no further than that, no more simplifying than that process right there. Star, 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 star. When we did this kind of question back in goal 4, I think it was way back in goal 4. Commonly missed question then, it will be a commonly missed question again. That power on the outside does not mean to go square the 5, square the 10, square root 10, square the 7. It means that you have 2 of these expressions. Because of the plus and minus sign, you can't take a shortcut. It means you have 2 of those, which means a FOIL. So that power of 2 means I have 2 of these, which is a FOIL. So I'm going to go first times first. 25 square root 100. 5 times 5, 10 times 10. outer times outer, 35 square root 10. Inner times inner, 35 square root 10. And last times last, 49. This one can be simplified. The square root of 10, is going to be 10. The square root of 100 is 10. Times my 25 gives me 250. And then 250 and 49 give me 299. And 35 square root 10 and 35 square root 10 give me 70 square root 10. For my final answer. We're back to distributive property, monomial, polynomial. So the square root of x times the square root of x to the 5th is the square root of x to the 6th. The square root of x times 5 is 5 square root x. The square root of x to the 6th can be simplified. 2 goes into 6 evenly 3 times, none left over. And that's as simple as I can go. And my last example, just to show you an example of nth roots and multiplying. Roots have to be the same, so cube root and cube root. So cube root of 27x to the 10th. (27) is a perfect cube. The cube root of 27 is 3. On my variables, 3 goes into 10 evenly 3 times with 1 left over. So again, once you multiply, then it's just like the assessment today. And my last one. 4th root, 32x to the 13th, y to the 4th. (32) is not a perfect 4th root, so you're going to have to break it down. 16 times 2. The 4th root of 16 is 2. The 4th root of 2 I don't know. 4 goes into 13 evenly 3 times with 1 left over. And on my y, 4 goes into 4 evenly 1 time with none left over. Okay, some questions.